Good evening and welcome to the Shack of VI2KC. The video that you're about to see demonstrates the work that's involved sometimes in making a QSO with a DX station. Tonight I've been chasing Papa Whiskey Zero Foxtrot on Fernando de Noronha Island, which is in the Atlantic off the coast of Brazil. I've previously worked him on 80 meters. He's the guy that spent a long time trying to get my call sign into the log on 80, for which I was very grateful because I needed that country on 80 meters. I also worked him on 40 using my single lever hacksaw homebrew Morse key, which I also used in tonight's chase. But the contacts weren't set right for that QSO, and I had a little bit of difficulty with it. Anyway, tonight I've been chasing this station on 30 meters CW, and you'll see from the video that I don't actually make the QSO until after about 13.5 minutes of trying. And you'll see that, you know, you have to sort of concentrate as a DX hunter, and you have to concentrate on trying to figure out where he's working split when he's working split, and where there might be a pattern if he's gradually moving up the band or gradually moving down, or maybe he's not moving at all, or maybe he's moving in big chunks. So tonight's challenge was that he was working Japan, USA and Europe. I couldn't hear any of the Japanese stations. I could hear one or two of the, I think I heard a Victor Echo, I heard Canada. I could hear some of the Europeans. So he was calling guys, and quite a lot of the time I can't hear where he's working. So I'm, as I was saying in the video, firing blind, trying to find out where he's working split. I did then eventually hear a couple of stations, and I figured that he was working downwards in chunks of about 1 kilohertz at a time, 1 kc at a time, and he come down to almost exactly one up from where he was CQing, which is on 10.101.5, and I think I heard a QSO on 10.102.6 or 102.7. And then he seemed to go back up again, although very difficult to tell because can't hear most of the stations that are calling him. So I went up a bit more, anticipating that he might find me, and eventually he did. So I hope you enjoy this video, because all too often the videos that you've seen on my channel are of a QSO taking place at the moment it takes place, because I don't often have the camera running when I make a QSO. Usually I run it afterwards to show you the signal strength of a DX station. But this past few nights I've decided to have a bit of fun and leave the camera running while I'm trying to chase somebody. Now, you heard the 80 meter QSO with PW0F. He couldn't get my call correct a number of times and spent several minutes getting me into his log. Very grateful for that. And the 40 meter QSO, we'll say nothing about. You'll see the video on YouTube. It was a bit of a disaster. However, he managed to get my call correct. Tonight's video, I hope, is some sort of a learning experience for the novice DXer and the CW operator who's maybe looking to figure out how he can possibly track down a relatively rare one. So hope you enjoy this video. This is Papa Whiskey Zero Foxtrot, Fernando de Noronha. I've worked him already on 80 meters CW with a bit of a struggle, and on 40 where my contacts were too tight and I sent some extra dits and das. But anyway, I worked him on 80 and 40. He's now on He's now on 30 CW. Trying to find out where he's listening so I can give him a call. Should we try? We'll try somewhere. He's working Ukraine there. Can't hear anybody calling him. This is going to be tough. Hard to figure out his split. Japan. I won't hear them anyway, so I won't have a clue where they're calling him. Juliet Hotel. It's hard to tell on 30 sometimes at night. He could be hearing a lot of Japanese stations. He could have a very big pile-up. Yeah, he's saying only JH, so he's obviously having a lot of people calling him. These are the sort of contact attempts that can be futile because you don't realise the extent of the pile-up on his side. And you think it's quiet on this side. You can't hear many calling him, but you got Europeans calling him, and probably Americans calling him, and probably Japanese calling him, and maybe other parts of the world. So I'm firing blind here, really. Pardon me. JG1, another Japanese station. Previous station was in the States. US and Japan getting through, so really am firing blind on this one. Japan again. We won't hear any of those. so I haven't a clue where he's working. Oh dear. And he's having difficulty hearing the Japanese. Probably partly because of QRM, but partly too because of band conditions in QSB. Oops. So you kind of have to hope that the 400 watts out of the inverted V here can Yep, 5.6. An Italian station. IK5, I think he's looking for. I can hear more calling him now. Okay, he's going down. Down. Down in large chunks. He's got down almost a kc at a time. I'm going to go back up in case he's going up again. Sounds like SP5E. Poland, and he worked Canaries and another, I think, Echo Alpha. He's hearing Europe. Impossible. I'll go to 4.6. Yeah! Yes! Yes! USA! I was the last one to get in! Sorry, Asia. Asia. He's looking for Asia only now. I think. Yeah, UA0. That's Asiatic Russia. Ah, that's brilliant. Delighted to get that contact now. Last chance for Europe. Very last one on this side of the water to get him in. So there you see what's involved in chasing a DX station up and down the band, trying to work the VFO and get the split, and to try and figure out some sort of pattern. I could tell from the few that I heard that he was going up and down in chunks of a KC or so. So I just went above quite a bit where I heard the last one. So that's Papa Whiskey 0 Foxtrot logged for the third time. And by the way, just for your information, that QSO was made using my new hacksaw blade Morse key, homebrew Morse key. Very effective. I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm delighted that I upgraded the previous version. I mean, it uses the same base, and there's a piece of metal here that holds the blade in place. Some of these parts are from the previous key, but a lot of them are new. A bigger hacksaw blade, a better contact mechanism that's adjustable on either side, and all mounted on this very heavy metal base, so you can operate the key without it moving around on the desk at all. So I greatly enjoyed that tonight.